Hey guys, in this video what we're gonna take a look is about Telnet. Telnet is by default it is running in port 23, so we can just scan using nmap for port 23, and we can also enumerate the version information by specifying the -sv flag in nmap. And nmap is a network mapper tool. We specify the -p to specify the port, and we just give the -sv for getting the service version, and this here is the target IP address. So here is our results. Result here you can see the port number, which here is 23 TCP, which here is the port number, and the state of the port is open, and the service here is Telnet, and the version here is Linux Telnet D. So you can search this using tools like searchploit. You can also use tools like searchploit, and if you find any exploits in here, then you will be able to exploit. As you can see, we were able to find some exploits which should be available here in this, like Telnet D exploits will be available in the searchploit tool. You can also browse the version vulnerability, the version of the vulnerability here. It is like a Linux Telnet D on the browser, and find an exploits. If it has, then you can exploit. If it is something available for you to exploit, so like that we can just search for that and just search for the exploits, and if you were able to find something useful, then you can use that to exploit this service. So here we get something here which seems to be an exploit module. So I'm going to use try this first. So here I'm just using the exploit and going to enter the options command, and I'm just entering the R host, which seems to be not set. So here is our R host, which seems to be the target host, which seems to be the target IP address, which is not set by default, and it is in the required field. It is required, so we can just set that R host using by specifying your IP address. So I just said that. Now when I enter options, I was able to see the R host was now set, and we have the R port, which is 23 is already set, and we have the L host, which is and L port, which is the local port, and listening port, which all set. So I'm just executing the run command, and as you can see, it's saying that it's about brute forcing with one possible target and exploit about a duty filer. This system does not support encryption, so and exploit completed but no session was created. So we just search the version first. What we do here is to use the nmap scan to check if port 23 is open, and we were able to find that port 23 is open, and we also enumerated the version by specifying the -sv flag in the nmap, and we were able to get the Linux Telnet D version. And unfortunately we were not able to exploit it using the Metasploit framework console. So what we are going to do now is to use the tools like Hydra for brute forcing the credentials. So here I'm just specifying the Hydra -L for specifying the username here as MSF admin, and -p for specifying a custom word list that I created for this demonstration. And we have the Telnet, which is here is the service that we are going to use here, and colon / and the IP address of our target mission, and -V for verbose for getting everything that to know what is happening in the background. So yeah, when I enter here, you can see these are the things that is happening in the background. What is happening, like it's trying for this MSF admin username, and trying with the multiple passwords here. So it's trying, and happily we just get the password and the username and the password of this Telnet. So how we can log in using Telnet? You can use the command telnet and the IP here, and specify the port that Telnet is running here is 23. If Telnet is not running in 23, you have to specify that port where the Telnet is running. So when I enter, just press the enter button, I was able to see Metasploit login, and here we can see the password and username here is MSF admin. And we also were able to crack the password and username here as MSF admin. So I just entered that, and we were able to access the accessing say the Telnet. So this is how you brute force it. And the best part here in the Telnet is it's easily sniffable. So let me show that the more. So I'm just opening the Wireshark here for capturing the packets, and I'm just starting the ETH0. What I'm going to do here is to try to connect to Telnet using the credentials here as MSF admin as the username and password. Now I'm just stopping my Wireshark capture. Now here in this display filter, I'm just searching for the Telnet. So here when I search for Telnet, I was able to see a lot of data here. It's about a lot of byte data. And here I was able to see something more. So here I am able to see an expansion for Telnet. So what I'm going to do here is just expanding the protocol, just expanding the length, and let me just right click in the first one and just click the follow and just click the TCP stream. And now we can see the Metasploit login. So here you can see MSF admin. So it's like the password that you enter is MSF admin, and the username that you enter here is you can, I don't think that you'll be able to see that, but basically when you try that in your computer, you can see it's the MSSFFADDMMIIN. It's the double of what we entered, so we can just sort it out as like MSF admin. So this is easily sniffable, and the password what we entered, the password here is MSF admin. So this is why I say that the Telnet is not secure, because it's easily sniffable like this. So you have to notice about these. So this is about the Telnet, and this is how you sniff the Telnet, and this is how you brute force Telnet using the tools like Hydra. And you can also enable the verbose for getting everything in live. So what is happening in the background you'll be able to see by specifying the minus capital V for verbose. And first what we done here is about scanning using the nmap tool. And first we just use the ARP scan to get the IP here in my Metasploitable 2. The MAC address starting with the 08 will be my Metasploitable 2's IP address. And what I've done here is just use nmap tool, the network mapper tool, for specify the port 23. And to get the service version, I just specify the minus S capital V. And here I'm just specifying the target IP. So I was able to get the information that the 23 is open and the service here is Telnet, and this is the version. So I searched this version in the searchploit tool. I was able to get something else, and I also searched this in the web, and I was able to get something from here in the Rapid7 website. But we do have this is pro ftpd. So, and we do have something available in the exploit db also. So here anyways, I'm just don't going to look on that as of now. So I used the search exploit tool and I just browsed it, and I just found something in the msf console. So I just used the content that I found online. So this is the one that I copied from here in this Rapid7 website. So what I'm just copied this this exploit. So unfortunately we were not able to gain access by specifying this our host, which is our target host, target IP address. As you can see, we specify the target IP address and hit the run button. Unfortunately, we were not able to crack it. We were not able to do anything on it. As you can see, it was filed. So brute forcing with one possible targets is what happened here. And we just don't specify any username. We just don't specify any password to authenticate as. That's something that you need to keep in mind here. So here, unfortunately, we were not able to gain access using the exploits. These in the exploits available online. And so what we done is use Hydra for brute forcing the credentials, and we were able to brute force this using the tools like Hydra here. Minus L for specifying a single username, minus capital P for specifying a bird list which contains a list of passwords. And this is the service here, telnet, and colon / for the target IP, and minus capital V for verbose, which let you to see what's happening in the background like this. And at the end we were able to get some green content, which seems to be our login username and the password. So we access telnet using telnet and the IP address of our target, and this is here is the port number, which here is 23, and we were able to access telnet, and that's it. So we are also able to sniff telnet using tools like Wireshark. So that's why we are saying that telnet is not safe. It can easily be sniffed using tools like Wireshark. If someone is in your network sniffing your traffic, if you're accessing telnet, if you're entering your credentials, then it can easily be sniffed. So that's something that you need to keep in mind. So with that being said, this is the end of the video. I hope you learned something new from this video, and I will see you in the next one.